Howdy pop culture partners, my name is Mikhail Kanlane and welcome back to The Last of Us Part 2. I apologize for the last episode's length. I know it was quite an odd place to end. Again, my schedule changed, I wasn't sure, so I apologize about that. But I checked the times of the videos of different people when it comes to this section and the finale. This could be the final episode if I record for long enough. So I'm super excited. Again, this isn't the best place to maybe start a finale. Could be in a better place, but still, let's ignore that. Let's keep going. I'm super stoked to finally see how this ends. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I haven't been looking forward to finish the game. I really wish this could go on for a while. This is probably one of the longest narrative-driven games I've played. Also, I forgot, now we have the trading cards back as we're playing as Ellie. Yeah, let's build a strong melee weapon here. But what was I saying? But yeah, but I've really been interested to see how this ends, because so many people have said that you know, the ending broke them, everything, stuff like that. So please tell me I can make this. Sorry if you hear some background noise as well. Oh,
Right.
That a bloater? That's a bloater. There's one over there too. Okay, let's attract them somewhere. Whoa! Almost at a point of dying here. My god. What the hell? Oh, I was almost stuck here. Am I stuck in this room? If I just stay out of their range here, okay, let's restart there. My bad. Let me just finish what I was saying before. But yeah, I wish this could go on for as long as it can.
Alright.
It could, whatever. But has all good things, all great things must come to an end. And again, I've just been hearing what others have to say. Again. I need to try and get the stalkers or attract them to a location. And I can't see them with listen mode, so this is a little hard. I don't think so. Yeah. They're everywhere. Come on, man. Oh my god. Okay, that did the trick. Oh my. I'm gonna need a minute after that. Jesus.
Fuck.
Alright, what do you guys have?
I swear to God, Abby, if these infected killed you.
Man, Ellie really is not on the right path here. Pretty sure we all know that.
I gotta get out of here.
What do you, I should be using more of these. Ellie has way more gadgets and weapons than Abby. So I should remember that. Can't get out that way. Take that blade. But yeah, no, I'm sorry I keep rambling about that, but no, I'm just super excited to see how this all ends. Ooh, workbench, I knew it. to see how this, again, yeah, all ends. And I wish it could continue, but at this point, I'm ready to, you know, say goodbye to all this. So, yeah, man, let's just go. So, what does this note say? Mom, I'm gonna go talk to the rattlers. I'm sorry I'm telling you like this, but I don't want you to stop me. We're starving. We can't leave the area with you and Abuela like you are. It's only a matter of time before they find us. If I can join them, we could all be protected. I know this is scary, but I love you and I'm willing to do whatever I need to keep you both safe. Arnie. Abuela, isn't that Spanish? For grandma? Maybe? Correct me if I'm wrong. 81 parts. What can we... Ooh, rangefinder would be handy for the bow. Maybe the click capacity here. Well, the reload speed here. Let's check the prices. That's 50. It's probably gonna cost the same for here as well, like capacity. If that's at the end right, then obviously it's gonna cost a lot. Yeah, 50 as well. And what about the rangefinder? That's 80. Man, that's limited limit. Let's, in case we find another one and more parts, let's maybe get something simpler. Wait, that's damage. No, you know, I think we're good. Why don't we save up? Let's hope we find more parts and another workbench soon. Now, question. How the hell do we get out of here? Ah.
Where am I?
Good question.
Gotta be a street around here.
Please, no jump scare.
Okay. Santa Barbara's downhill. 24, 25 constants.
What do we mark? 24, 25 constants with a moth mark. Hanging down the coast, haven't seen people in a few days, or intact sailboats. What if Tommy was wrong? What if they're not here anymore? I can't think about that. Made it to the coast finally. It's gorgeous. Flowers everywhere. There's this thick morning gloom. Doesn't seem like the military ever came through. Maybe it was just spread out. I wish Dina could see this. She'd lose her shit. I like the sound of the waves. And this is... Did we see all this? Just got the outskirts of Las Vegas. Man, yeah, she really... How much did she write here? I know we saw this. What does it say? I can't... Ah, there you go. Dixie National Forest. Couple hunters tried to jump me. Didn't go well for them. I just got to the outskirts of Las Vegas. I can hear the infected from here. Must be thousands still alive inside the walls. What a nightmare. I'm gonna go around. That I'd want to see. Just see. Not interfere. Pomade CA. So I'm hiding out in a basement, hoping this horde passes by. Missy Potato. Aw. Still in this fucking basement. The batteries in my flashlight are almost done. The dark is fucking with me. I keep seeing him, smelling iron. I miss Dina, I miss Potato. What am I doing here? I got out. The horde got distracted by a group of travelers. Some of them didn't make it. 2 of the bodies were kids. I buried them. Ugh. It's not easy. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. Man, that is quite the view there, though. So do I just... I'm guessing I just go down there. Let me just see if there's anything over here. You never know. Nothing.
She has to be down there.
Ooh. I'm guessing there are multiple paths to tip. Is that infected? No, this would be a good a time as any to try my jump attack. I've seen, like, in videos... Oh, crap. Let me just try this out. Yeah, that! Oh, that was awesome. Can I make arrows? Probably should. What else can I make out of, and for once, I'm full on blade. I'll just make a few arrows. Should probably get the upgrade to make more arrows with, the same amount of materials. I think that was an upgrade. Let me see. Oh, wrong. Arrows. Ah, here. Increase your efficiency at crafting arrows, producing more from the same resources. Yeah, there you go. Can I afford this? Oh, I can, but it's... Yeah, what the heck. Probably gonna be lots of enemies in this final episode. I'm not sure if this is the final episode. Again, nothing scare me, please. What did I just say? What did I just... Oh! Yeah, that is not nice. She's wounded, so she doesn't have the strength to just like bend over and to try and get it. Oh God.
Abby. I found you. I found you.
See? We got a live one.
This bitch is fucked up.
Hey man, I'm wounded.
We'd be lucky if she lasts a month. Can we please just say we're done for the day?
Yeah. Yeah, get that thing down. Let's reset the traps.
Really, man? I mean, is she even worth the trip back? It's not like...
Hey, get you?
No. I'm good. Something funny?
Looks like you shit your pants.
Fuck you say?
Oh, bitch.
Oh, you like funny, huh? Get up.
Come on.
Get up.
We don't need
No,
this.
man, she's fucked up anyway, man. Come on. Yeah, it's funny, right? It's funny.
Serious?
Come on. Laugh.
Wait. You said Abby. You're looking for an Abby, right? We picked one up a couple of months ago.
Months?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no, big girl. Blonde. Arms like mine. She had a scrawny kid with cuts by his mouth. Yeah, that's her. You let me go. I'll tell you where she is. We get to her before that infection takes over.
Talk.
She's in a holding cell at our camp.
Where's that?
Head that way till you hit the railroad track. That'll lead you to a resort. We keep them in the tall, round building. Oh. I swear.
Man, Abby and Lev have been trapped for 2 months. I find that
Tracks to
crazy.
resort. Tall round building. Tracks to resort.
Yeah, an encounter's about to
Tall round
happen.
building.
Look at all that cover. Hi. What the? How'd I get that? Hold on. I'm sorry. I want to see what that is. That came out of nowhere. If that's a super late trophy, that's my first. Find all weapons. Ah, well, that makes sense. It's about to go into gameplay.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I found all weapons. Nice. So this is the submachine gun thing.
Is that a gun? He's got a gun!
God damn it.
Shit. All right.
Fuck did he get a gun? Tell the others
Silent
to search the
submachine
area.
gun.
Make
This
sure
is
he's
gonna
the
be
only
handy.
one that got out. Watch out for infected.
Yeah.
Secure the area. Someone must have slipped past us. Fuck! Smoke! Look out!
We got a live one! Over there! Cole! Try another angle! I got it!
Whoa, there's another. Where are you? Hey, they've got dogs. Come on, man. A little dignity, will you?
There! Get her, girl! Stop her!
I wanted to get away from that bomb. Damn. Using explosive from stealth will not reveal your position. Yeah, I know that. Okay, should place some of these around if I can.
Yeah.
Let's try and do this better. You got anything? I'm crawling into his crotch. That's not nice. Let's take my arrow here. The arrow is very handy.
Okay. Where are the others?
Oh. Oh wait, dynamite would be better here. I love the lighting in these interiors, dude. It's amazing. Oh man. It's fungus. So are there infected around? Sure hope not.
Oh, man.
Okay, they're alert on the other side. Let's hope so. Oh, there's someone there.
Take it easy.
Big group.
Oh, wait, is that it?
Better
Hey, it's
find her
it.
before these idiots kill her.
I mean, Ellie's infused with rage. Man, I'm even scared for the outcome of all this. Yeah, I can take more health. Guess I had a tiny bit left. Where's that guy and dog I blew up? Seriously, where are they? I could have blown all of them to... Ah, here they are. Should probably use this more. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna... I hope I get to upgrade this. Probably not. It's probably just a sensitive but powerful weapon for the end, you know? Oh, whoa. Who's around? Who's around? Ah, crap.
Nika! We're under attack! It came from that way!
Okay, at least I got their attention. Damn.
Someone's out there! Look around, be ready! What? It came from that direction! Molotov! Move in! She went behind the van!
Oh, well then in that case... That... Man, they're behind the object. I don't know why that's even a thing. Are they together?
Yes.
And how didn't that kill that other guy? Oh wait, that's the other arrows. Cool.
Got it straight! Right over there!
She slipped back there! She got away! Check the perimeter. She's around here somewhere.
Gotcha!
Is that a dog? Sorry, man. Sorry, man. And I like the blood effects on the wall. Found that cool in Days Gone. Found that cool now.
Where are the tracks?
Can I take any more handgun ammo? I found some, but I was maxed out. Ah, here, nice. Okay, let's just keep going. I feel like they're gonna be quite the number of encounters. Oh, hold on, this is where I came from. Is there anything in the train? Oh wait, I could climb that. Oh man, that would have been cool. Anything at the top? I don't think you can climb that so easily with the hurt side, but then again, it's gameplay, so they can't really incorporate that. Whoa! Yeah, you're dead. With that kind of injury, that would hurt a lot, Ellie. And look at the blood on her. On her. Sorry, I said on, but it sounded like in. Sorry. Supposed to go left or right. Seems like I can. Oh no, there I can't. Yeah. Can put one more bullet in. Should probably switch. Let's switch this to the hunting rifle as I have lots of ammo for that right now. Look at that lighting, dude. That looks amazing. You just want to check that side. I know I'm supposed to go behind me, but if there's anything, that'd be handy to get.
Maybe I can get in that way.
Oh wait, this way? Oh, that way. I know where to go. Just checking here if there's anything. It doesn't look like it, so then I'm going back. Scars, wolves, fireflies. Call these people. Let me just, sorry, adjusting the headset.
Okay. Tracks to the resort.
My god. So they just capture people and get them to work. That's screwed up, man. It's really screwed up.
That looks like a tall, round building. How do I get in there?
Hey Rattlers, it's Mackenzie, I'm out, free. My husband died picking, your frigging tomatoes. We aren't some lonely stragglers. I will be back with others. Your time is coming. Yeah, these people seem like horrible a-holes. I really need to use the bombs more. Oh, binding.
Hello. Leave him alone. He can't feel anything.
Fuck that. I promised him I'd do this to him.
This is such a fucked up hobby.
Bet you wish you didn't try to escape now, don't you, Anthony?
Can I detach him?
Fuck the infected! Straight! Jack! In there! Marta! Lock her off!
Yeah, on it!
Ah!
Move up!
On it!
They're getting me from everywhere, man. Come on.
Fuck.
Judy! Push forward!
He went that way! There!
Judy!
I wasted so many bullets on him. Why did that take so long? At least he's got more for me.
There you are!
Ah! There you go, pal.
That it? These are some sick fucks.
Yeah. Yeah, let me look around more before I look, because I really haven't gotten many more parts. Whew. Thought it was a gunner there. Ooh, a training card. I didn't want to look at the training card. I wanted to see what I can finish up my, Why not? Let's make a better thing there. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Let's go back. I don't need a hint. Unless the hint is right in front of me. But I tried to go through. I want to look more. Worth a try? Are they listening to hardcore music right there? Game, why don't you take the hint that I don't want to take the hint? So, just take the hint away. I'm fine. I'm just taking my time. Just because I'm taking my time to explore doesn't mean I'm dumb. So I don't know where to go. There's an upper level. What's up here? More parts, you see. I'm curious to see if I don't need the hint. I'm curious to see if I'll be able to upgrade the submachine gun. Probably not. I think I've picked up everything I can, so let's see what I can create here. Yeah, no submachine gun. Okay, it took twice every time, so I really want to upgrade the damage here. Even though this is gonna cost me big time. Still, near the end of the game, so upgrades don't always really matter. Okay, 25% damage, hopefully that does the trick. I'm pretty sure I know where I need to go, game. It was like through there. Is the game really giving me a hint in the place where I'm supposed to be?
It's all around building. There it is.
Another infected?
Think someone's here. I'll look into it.
Fuck all these assholes.
Come on. Spread out.
Cole! It came from back there! Run away! Over
Sit down, boy. Man, this soundtrack is amazing. It reminds me of something like The Dark Knight Returns or something. I really like the... It sounds like electro-arpeggiated, but it isn't. But I'm a huge fan of that type of music. Man, where do you want to go? Oh, they took care of it. Where are these other guys? Whoa, did I shoot through his helmet? Now that is handy for the damage. Oh, hello. Man, floodlights are so cool in games. Wait, did I break the chain? Oh shit, I did. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was the last of them, but I'm still saying, crouched, because of the clicker. They have very good, oh no, wait. Really? Oh, I almost just got him in his ass. That would have been amazing. Still a lot.
Hear that? She's running! Right over here! Marta!
You fucking bitch!
Yeah, come up. You'll find a nice surprise. Surprise! Okay, I'll have to look at that later.
Down!
Rattlers. Never mind. Jenny's sending alone some extra beef, grapefruit, and potatoes I just got. They've been impressed with how many strays I've captured and wanted to reward me. We're seeing the best crop we've had since we settled here. Please make sure my mom gets fatty cuts. She looks too skinny last time I saw her, Pat. Okay, I should probably change the rifle ammo back. Even though it's not too much. Okay, where am I headed? Okay.
What the hell's going on here?
Whoa.
We're under attack! Come on, let's go!
Whoa, crap.
See ya.
Oh, crap.
Hey, respond.
Make sure he's all right.
Watch my back. He's fucking dead! There's someone here! Search the whole perimeter. Oh! Todd!
Quiet.
All right. Just relax.
Oh crap.
Shut. Bad move.
Any luck? Nothing around here.
Just shut up.
You don't scare me.
Damn it! What? I'll put you down!
So I totally wasted that canister.
Watch it! Ah!
Okay.
Coward!
Is that all of you? Yeah. And these are good fights. Just see if I missed anything. Again, like I said, the ending is always kind of like encounter, lots of enemies after encounter, stuff like that. Until we get to big story moments. So I'm just gonna look around some more here. That looked weird, sorry. Oh man, I could have like ignored all that. I keep forgetting. I can try and not like kill everyone, but at this point, who cares? Ellie doesn't care. She's gonna do what she wants no matter what the cost. Now question, where the heck am I supposed to go now? Ah, thought this was locked. Oh! Oh!
Kill her! Bitch! I got the key!
I locked the door.
The guns! All right, come on, let's go.
Hey, where's Abby? She's bit.
Keep back!
Hey, don't put that fucking thing in me.
Hey! Abby tried to escape. She's down in the pillars.
The pillars?
Head down to the beach. You won't miss it. She's probably already dead. Come on!
Can't imagine how much pain she must be in right now. Are we getting closer? Look at the lighting of this room.
Where are you?
Oh, this soundtrack. Yeah, I think you're kind of going insane now, Ellie. Anything here I can use? Oh, it's all kind of blocked. Oh, whoa! They've already set the damn place on fire. Oh, this lighting. Come on, Ellie.
To the beach.
Oh my god. Okay, I know this is horribly cruel and stuff, but this scenery is very cool. I'm so sorry to say, this is horrible, man.
Abby?
Please. It's you.
She looks so different. How long was she left there? Oh my god, Lev's there too?
Abby. I got you. I got you. They're both this way.
She's not gonna... Do I have the... Be crazy if you could just try to kill her with the square button right there and then. Or just follow her. Pretty sure the game just wants you to follow her now. I really hope Ellie is gonna be okay though as well. That kind of wound. What? This scenery, man. I think this is it. I think it's all come to this, so... Oh boy. I don't know if I'm ready. Wait, that's the... It's the boat from the main menu, or at least one of them. It's been foreshadowing this the whole time.
I can't let you leave. I'm not doing this. No. I'm not gonna fight you. Yes, you will.
Hey, hey, hey.
He's not a part of this. You made him a part of this. Okay. Okay.
I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. It's fighting I can't do this. No! Oh, okay. I don't want either of them to die. I know that failed quick time event, but I don't know if there's another option. Come on. I can't do this. I don't have a choice, apparently. Okay, another death. It clearly shows that Ellie is supposed to win somehow. Hey!
Go. Just take him.
She bit off both her fingers. My God. I also missed, like, apparently you could carve JJ onto this tree when you were holding him as a kid. Well, he still is a kid. But when you were holding him, you could carve his name into the tree. I'm kind of scared to open this door, man. What the hell? It's empty. Wait, all this is still here. Oh no, wait. I wanted to see the other room, but I'm pretty sure this is what we're supposed to look at. Oh, that's why it sounds off. She can't do it with her with... No. She can't play properly without...
Hey.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week.
Oh.
A little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but it's not bad.
I had Seth under control.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay. Dina. Is she your girlfriend?
No. No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. She just... I don't know why she did that.
But you do like her.
So stupid.
I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
Yeah. I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try.
I'd like that.
Okay. I'll see you around.
Yep.
Oh my god. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Man, I can't. I have no words. Okay, this part of the soundtrack is a little. Oh wait, the moment I say it, it goes down. My god. That was just... What a phenomenal game. It was one of the best games I've ever played. My mom just asked if Yeah, I finished it. What? It wasn't really fast. It took me, what, 2 weeks? Again, shout out to... Again, you tell me this was quick. Shout out to Socially Inept Spider-Man. He already completed this game 3 times. You hear that? He completed this 3 times, and I've only completed it once right now. Yeah, the time of this recording, it's July 11th. So, I'll probably upload this tomorrow. Because I want the last 3 parts to be connected, instead of you guys waiting a while. So I'll upload the short part today. So yesterday at the time of this upload. Oh my god. So I guess I'll put in the title thoughts plus thoughts and stuff because I have a lot to say, especially towards the story here. Let me see if I can. No, I think you guys can hear me enough because I can listen to the game and my audio at the same time. So I'll just keep the game audio the same. Again, I'm not sure if I should wait a little. Man, this is such great music. It's a little loud, so maybe I should wait. Maybe the score will get a little lower in terms of volume. Okay, I guess maybe I can start. So, in full retrospect, amazing game. I loved the main theme. Oh, I have to stay silent. During the main theme. Okay, I guess I can finally start. So, I guess in retrospect, if I could quickly summarize this game, one of Naughty Dog's best. I still have to think a lot of it's their best, Because in terms of story, this I'm still a little mixed by. I don't know if it's better than the first. The story I still have to think about. Heck, maybe even play it again. But for story, I'm not sure. But man, this story was amazing. I don't care what anyone says. You play this game before you judge this. So many just poor individuals quickly judged this game and said BS like Joel and Ellie died because of rumors and leaks, and they thought it was true. Like, it's so sad. You play the game first. You play this game. You can't not play this game. It's a video game. You experience the story through there, and most of the story, to me, was experienced through gameplay. And that, I think, is one of this game's best feats. At first, I was really worried of the slow gameplay, exploring everywhere. I had an absolute blast. A sincere thanks from all the dogs and Bruce Straley for his instrumental role in development of The Last of Us and his years of contribution at Naughty Dog, probably. Oh, and the cast. Okay, Jeffrey Wright as Isaac. I thought that his voice actor was Die Hardman, the same from Die Hardman from from Death Stranding. But it's a different actor. My god, this audio is... Okay, I'm gonna have to lower it. Okay, hopefully this is a little better. Okay, I think this is good. Again, the music is good, but it's way too loud right now. So, I guess, so yeah, in retrospect, you play this game. Play this game. It's amazing. The gameplay is really what shines here to me, a little more than the story, because most of the story is also through gameplay. There's so much gameplay here. There's barely, I don't really recall many cutscenes, because so much of the storytelling and the advancement of the story is through gameplay. It's so immersive, and I really adore that, and that's technically a huge achievement to me. So bravo Naughty Dog for that. You play this game before you judge it. This is so worth your time, so worth your money. You will not, like, waste $60, lose $60, as everyone was saying. I spent $80 on this, because I pre-ordered it digitally, and stuff in my country is always a little more expensive. I spent $80 on this, and I loved it every second. This, you can't read this game and think you know it all. You experience this game. And so now I guess I'll go in depth. I want to start with the gameplay, because I think the gameplay is a huge improvement on the first. I loved the new mechanics, how smooth the animations were, because it felt like the first one felt a little janky sometimes. But I love the gameplay from the first one because it really makes you feel like every single enemy is a huge threat. Because they are. This is about survival. In Uncharted, you kind of have a lot of plot armor. There, you can do huge things, whether it's just normal gameplay in a map or a huge action set piece. You can do these death-defying things and still survive against a one-man army thing. Here, it's like half of the people you fight in Uncharted, and it's still 1,000 times more dangerous. The infected were way more terrifying here than in the first game, I have to say. In the first game, maybe it was because I watched playthroughs before I played it for myself, and I played it quite late. But here, like, the jump scares were very good. The infected were way more terrifying. And that I think is way better, fits way better. And the enemies, of course, are really, again, all very dangerous, and I loved the extra AI they put into them. They seemed a little smarter, and even though you had way more mechanics, they still had their downfalls. But not in terms of gameplay, downfalls in terms of the AI isn't so dumb. Of course, it's a game, so still, and it's not as refined as it can be, so there are some maybe glitches or times where the AI totally should have seen you when they didn't, and totally shouldn't have seen you when they did, like some unfair moments. But overall, like the fact that they call out their names, they make so many noise, like they can cry out in pain a lot depending on how you kill them. It added way more immersion and detail to this psycho violence. into this game. And I love the encounters as well because of the soundtrack. Quick talk for the soundtrack. The soundtrack was way better in the first in this one. My bad. In this one, I really prefer the soundtrack. At first, I kept praising Gustavo Santaolalla.
Wayfaring stranger.
Wow. Didn't expect this.
This world of woe. There is no sickness, no toil, nor danger in that bright land to which I go.
Okay, guys, I'll just let her sing. I'm not sure which song this is. I'm not sure if we've heard it before, but I just gotta do something real quick. But I don't need to edit it out. I'll just let Ellie sing. Whoa. Sorry, mic fell. So sorry about that.
When I come, I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep, but beauteous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home.
Sorry. No, wait, we're getting Ellie and Joel singing. Man, this game really doesn't want me to give my honest thoughts, because it's just giving us great soundtrack, great vocals. We'd like to thank each individual at Sony Interactive Entertainment for their contribution, support, and dedication to the success of The Last of Us Part 2, with special recognition to the executive management team.
Home to God. I'm going there to see my
Loving memory of Jerry Lavelle and Andrea Echeverria Aruti. That was his full name, sorry. I find it amazing that Troy Baker can sing still amazingly in Joel's voice. Is this what they sang? I don't know if it was at PSX or E3 or any game convention, but I know both of them sang something. Was this what they sang? Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. And did I just go through all the credits? I think I did. If so, they ended the credits in a marvelous way. And I know that the main menu screen changes once you've completed the game. At least it's an improvement from the first, where all there was Ellie's knife on the window. Now there's a complete change of scenery. Play through the game again with all the upgrades and equipment. Yep, New Game Plus. Look at that. That is gorgeous. What I had to do, as I guess complete the story on just once on any difficulty. Okay, so back to what I was talking about, and I guess I can. Okay, that's way louder, but my voice is highlighted because it's a little stronger. So what I was saying, back to gameplay. I know, back to the soundtrack. So again, to summarize gameplay, very good, incredibly smooth, incredibly satisfying. I love the new weapons, gadgets, moves, etc. Really added to the whole experience. And I like that even though you had all these extra moves, the enemies, there were new types of enemies, maybe not too many. And I was expecting a few more types of infected, but still, with this new arsenal, it still had a good challenge, which I enjoyed. So next thing, I also love the encounters because of the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack stands out way, way, way more here than in the first one. In the first one, though, the soundtrack was, I think, maybe it was a little repetitive or a tiny bit bland when it came to the encounters. There are only some that stick in my head from the first, but what really sticks with me and what is iconic to me were the emotional moments, especially the happy moments, the hopeful pieces of score by Santaolalla for that game. Here, this game is very sad, so there aren't as many hopeful and happy scores here. They really stand out, though. Santaolalla's score. At first, I thought he only composed this game, but I found out that there's another, which I'll talk about in a minute, who composed probably one of my favorite tracks, like most of my favorite tracks from this game. So Santaolalla's story moments and cutscene scores here are always very good. They really work well in the moment, and hopefully I can listen to them again later and still like them. I think that some tracks from the first game maybe I enjoy a little more. Again, I probably need to just re-listen to those tracks from this game. But I think what stood out more to the soundtrack for me was during the encounters, which was the kind of more raw. I know Santaolalla's score is quite raw with his instruments. No, the more violent, the deeper, just the more. You can definitely tell that there were two styles of music. And the second style was composed by Mac Quayle. I've never heard of him. He's composed stuff that I've never seen or played. I'm not sure if he's played other games. But he composed the tracks of the WLF, the Seraphites, the like Cycle of Violence soundtrack that you heard when Abby and Ellie were fighting a few episodes ago. Like, he composed those tracks, and I loved those. Again, maybe it's my preference to that type of music, but that stood out way more to me. Like, the WLF theme throughout the entire, which was it? The Hillcrest neighborhood, one of my favorite levels, when when you see that Jesse gets back to you, and they introduce the dogs. Like, that is one of my favorite parts of this game, and that was also mostly because of the soundtrack. It kept going in the background, it kept changing as you were spotted and hit again, and it just kept going, and that's when I really realized, yeah, this game's soundtrack is a little better than the first, in my opinion. And that's thanks to Mac Quayle. So he did most of the more actiony, more psycho-violent, and more of the encounter parts of this game, and Santaolalla composed the why am I blanking out? The story moments, like the cutscenes, the sweeter moments, the more character-driven parts. So the score, in my opinion, it's different than the first one, and probably I prefer it just a tad. Again, I probably have to listen to it again. But yeah, that's what made me enjoy the encounters a little more. And if we can go back to gameplay, like I said, this game is really good if you play it, not only because it's a video game, it's logical for you to play it before you judge it, but I love the gameplay because there were so many good jump scares. This game has had some of the best jump scares I've ever had in gaming, with the infected, or like mostly with infected, but whether it was just seeing an object, or not a noise, or a big sound, like something like that, or the infected jumping right at you, it was very good stuff, whether it was scripted or not. Like, it's scary, way more scary, and I really like that. And again, a big factor is that the story moves so much. Okay, take the museum level, when Joel brought Ellie to that dinosaur museum for her birthday. So much happened there, but there was only like one 2 cutscenes at the beginning and 2 cutscenes at the end. And that section was 30 minutes long or more, and so much was moved through dialogue and gameplay. It never really broke. Like, it never cut out of gameplay abruptly. It's so immersive. And lots of the gameplay, like, I noticed that most sections start with, like, a goal. You, like, do, like, 2 to 3 hours of gameplay, something like that, with some extra little scenes to break it up and stuff like that. But then at the end, there's a big story moment. Like, you can definitely see a pattern with the levels in this game. But it moved so seamlessly to me, and that's really, really well done. Like, you could travel a mile or more in this game without a single cutscene, and it felt immersive. That, in my opinion, is very, very well done. Was very well done. And more games should do this. Less big cutscenes and stuff. Like, I don't know. It just felt more prominent here than in other games. I'm sure other games have done this. And it all moved, again, it's probably different than an open world game as well. It's more narrative, but it felt like less, alright, I'm playing a game. Like, there were less things to break your immersion. Again, I keep talking about immersion, but in something like Spider-Man, I'm not saying it's very bad, but there are so many things to, like, continue the game that are kind of like immersion breaking and repetitive. Here it just feels seamless, which is very well done to me. I'll quickly talk about the game's looks. Game's gorgeous, probably one of the best. It is probably the best looking video game I've ever played. Naughty Dog is, of course, one of the best in terms of graphics. The detail here is insane. I've been watching videos of insane details. It's insane. But just the looks, like the lighting, the shading, the detail and everything, all the particles. It all looks so realistic, moves so realistically, and just all the views and everything that's rendered in. I could really talk a little more, but you guys know that this is one of the best games ever made. No, I mean, in best looking games ever made. You can't argue with that. What else can I talk about? Like a photo mode, can't talk about photo mode, but I will definitely use this on my second playthrough. I'm not sure if I'm gonna live stream this second playthrough, play for myself, because this is quite long. But maybe I can just speed run it or something, because I've played it already. I guess we'll go to the story now. So when I saw the leaks, well, actually I didn't see the leaks. It was dickheads who spoiled me. Like, I really don't want to talk a lot about the controversy around it, but ever since, like, the reviews, the leaks, the toxicity, I ignored it all, and I waited until this game came out. I really wanted to go blind. I knew some stuff, but I wanted to ignore everything outside and focus on the experience. You really shouldn't, like, change your experience or look at a game differently, again, because of rumors or stuff before the release or reviews. Because reviews are getting worse and worse nowadays, simply because I think it's one person's experience. One person can really think one game is bad, and another can think that a game is a masterpiece. Like, one person will share their thoughts a lot, and that can make a person look really badly at a game. Take Death Stranding. There are many different diversive reviews and people's opinions for that game, and it was a very different game in general. You have to play it to decide if it's good or bad. And I think that thing that reviewers are paid to give a good score or a specific score, I think it's coming more and more true. So you really shouldn't watch many reviews. Just if you're excited for a game, get excited for a game with the trailers if you want, and play it on release. Or watch at least a person play it. Not a reviewer, but like a YouTuber, a gamer. Watch them play it, see how it looks, see what they think a little bit, and then play it. Reviewers, I think, you can't really rely on anymore. And so that's what I did. I played this game as blindly as I could, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. But what most people, of course, what I'm talking about right now, is the story. Everyone was seeing the leaks. Everyone was judging the game before release. And you just don't do that. That's a dick move, and it's so, like, it's so illogical. You play a game, it's a video game. You don't read about the story and think you know everything about it. You play it. It's a video game. When you read the synopsis of a movie or read about it on Wikipedia, it doesn't mean you've seen the movie or a book. Like, you can't just read the recap of a book. Like, probably some stupid excuses here, but you have to play this game. I'll say countless more times. You can say that it's dumb or whatever, but it's not. you have to play a game to fully experience it, and especially the story. If you read about a story moment, it's way more different than if you're there playing it and experiencing head on, listening to the soundtrack, the voice acting, seeing how it looks, seeing how it's shot, seeing how it's lit. Everything can change when you're in the experience instead of just reading about it on pages. It's mind-blowing how many people fell for this and are really dumb for that. And I'm sorry, but it's true. And so now for the story, like I said, I can't really tell if this is better or not than the first, but I absolutely enjoyed this. I think my favorite part of this was the dynamic between Ellie and Abby. And I guess I have to talk again about the toxicity. I loved Abby. Everyone hated Abby because, oh, she killed Joel and stuff, and they kept saying that Joel didn't deserve what he got, and he was some kind of hero and everything. What he did at the end of the first game wasn't right. I feel like so many people have gotten his character wrong, because what he did in the first game at the end wasn't right. Hell, Ellie proves this point, and I even saw in the comments of a video that showed, like, I was just rewatching the scene in this video when Ellie finds out when Joel confesses what he did. Everyone kept saying that it's unrealistic of her character and stuff, and they were using such dumb excuses, and I barely understood anything. From the beginning, Ellie wanted to do this. She was willing to sacrifice herself for humanity. What Joel did was selfish. How was Ellie's reaction stupid or out of character? Like, she saw that what Joel did was selfish. She was willing to do this. She wanted her life to matter. And what's more insulting, Joel lied to her about it. He kept it for so many years in a very insulting way. So I don't know how people can get these characters so wrong. And again, to go back, what Joel did in the first game, he murdered so many people who wanted to do the right thing. Okay, maybe their motives weren't really the best. Maybe they were acting like a-holes, the Fireflies. But what they wanted a cure. They were willing to do the right thing. And Joel acted selfishly. Again, a huge thing about the first game's ending was that it was very divisive. You could argue what was right or wrong, when nothing was really right or wrong. It was about doing what everyone thought was the right thing, but Joel knew what he did was selfish. So again, it's quite simple, and you can talk about it a lot, but how can you get it so wrong? Like, he murdered a doctor. I think they, canon-wise, I know you can kill the doctor who was threatening you to leave Ellie there. I think the canon version that they went with that is that Joel, shoved the knife. If you press the square button in the first game towards the surgeon, Abby's father, he shoves the knife in his neck and just leaves him there like an animal. Because Joel was acting like an animal at the end of the first game. And I think that's how they went along with it. And Abby, like, again, people hated Abby for what she did. Joel killed so many of probably her friends and friends of her father and stuff, and then her father himself. All because of selfishness. So then, obviously, Abby, fueled by hatred and selfishness, will do anything, no matter what the cost, to get back at Joel. And true, what she did was horrible as well. But she could have done what Ellie did at the end of here, which was let it go. Ellie almost did something terrible, but what she thought was right, or where she thought she would get closure, and in the end, she just let her go. Which is interesting, and that's what Abby could have done. But Abby didn't let it go. Owen tried to convince her, but she didn't, because she was fueled by hatred. And Joel had it coming. Again, this game thrives on actions and consequences for Ellie, for Joel, for Abby, everything. It feels like people keep bitching about how they want more consequences to people's actions and stuff. And once those consequences happen, they say, oh, they didn't deserve this and stuff. Can you choose your pick? Please. Like, I love how realistic it is that in a world of survival, people are fueled by so many different emotions, and no one knows what's right or wrong. People are surviving by the grit of their teeth, so obviously they're going to think that some stuff is bad and some stuff is wrong, and those will be mixed, and you never know. Like the Fireflies, like the WLF, like the surf fights. Like, everyone thinks that sometimes what they're doing is right, and they don't know what they're doing is wrong, and they'll just hate other people just because they want to survive. Because you can't trust most of anyone in this world, obviously. the only really safe place we ever saw here was Jackson, the Wyoming settlement. So yeah, and so then Abby killed Joel, and she thought that she would get closure from that. She didn't really. It just affected them in different ways, and she didn't 100% get closure, which we saw. The only way she got closure was by doing a right thing, which was help Yara and Lev as best she could, and then she took care of Lev after. And she had peaceful dreams after that. I saw a comment, which was really interesting, was that after she saved Yara and Lev, or at least helped them, she kept saying she just wanted to do it. She didn't really know why. But after she did that, she had more peaceful dreams. She had nightmares all the time after her father's death. And even after killing Joel, she didn't get peace. After she did a good deed, she got more peaceful. Because she made more friends. She did something good in her life. And you can relate to that with Abby. I'll get to Abby a little later, but more about the consequences. After she killed Joel, then obviously Tommy and Ellie were fueled by hatred and wanted to kill her, and they killed many of her friends to try and get to her, especially Owen and Mel and Manny, and many other WLF members to try and get to her. And then, while she was doing her own thing, she realizes her friends are dead. So then she comes after Tommy and Ellie, looking for more death. But then she realizes she was willing to kill Ellie and Dina, and I'm pretty sure she thought she killed Tommy. But she was so fueled by hatred, she was going to kill a pregnant woman. And because Mel died and she was pregnant, she thought, oh yeah, it's basically an eye for an eye, right? So I can do this. She was fueled by so much hatred that she was willing to do that. But the moment Lev said Abby, the moment he let her know, please don't do this, the person she saved, the person who stopped her from having nightmares, the one good thing she's done, probably so far in a long time in her life, she realized that, and she decided, once again, to let Ellie and Dina and, I don't know about Tommy, but live. She had more remorse. And that takes a lot of strength. And still, after Ellie thought she could get closure by killing Abby, because again she couldn't sleep and everything, so she went after Abby, and then suddenly, I'm not exactly how, but then she realized she still wouldn't get closure, because she still got Joel flashbacks, and she thought maybe what I'm doing is wrong. And hell, Abby threatened her, don't ever let me see you again. Technically Ellie kind of saved her, and she was willing to forgive and forget and just leave. She didn't want to fight Ellie, but still Ellie was fueled again by so much hatred and violence and vengeance that she wanted to kill Abby. And then in the end she realized maybe this isn't the way to go. So then she let her go. And now I guess she kind of has to live with the consequences. And we don't even see if she'll see JJ or Dina or Tommy or anyone again. It kind of feels like she's on her own at this point. With everything she's done, she's destroyed everything around her. And now we have to guess for ourselves how the story goes, which kind of hurts me because I really wanted to see some kind of closure, something more. I kind of knew that after the big fight between them, like something really violent, it'd kind of end. But with Ellie showing that she was willing to forgive, I think that also a big factor of this is forgiveness. To try and move on, forgive and forget from those things. It's maybe not the best move, but it depends on the people. And again, Ellie said with that flashback of Joel, she said, I'm not sure I can forgive you for that, but I want to try. No matter how many bad things or how bad the things people do, you can still try and forgive them if you have the willpower to do that. And that's what Ellie was willing to do with Joel, for Joel. I'm not sure how to say it, but in the end, she couldn't 100% do that because of what Abby did to Joel. She killed him. So again, there's so many dynamic themes here, and I hate that people immediately hated Abby because of what she did to Joel. Like, okay, I get it. Maybe some deaths here are done too fast, or in the wrong way, or Joel died a little too early, or Jesse died just like that. He could have lived longer, or could have earned a death. Okay, I get it. There you can argue, but don't immediately hate that character for it. Like, okay, at first you hate Abby, and then there's that big cliffhanger when she points the gun to Ellie, and then it shows you her past. And then it shows that what Joel did really affected her in a bad way. And then it shows why she did that to Joel. So then you can try and understand her if you want. That's, I think, what's really, really interesting. And then you saw the people around her. You saw her community. You saw, again, how she is. You saw how connected she is with her friends. Like Manny, probably one of her best friends. Her past with Owen. Like, Owen is one of my favorite characters. He's one of the most human characters. He's one of the most entertaining. And I really got to like him. Like, Abby's world means just as much as Ellie's. You can really fall in love with it if you have the positive mindset. And if you're just willing to, again, forgive, understand. That's a big theme. You need to just understand. You need to stop being so fueled with hatred. I feel like the leaks definitely shouldn't have happened. But it almost feels like the game reflected, like, almost the entire game reflected on how people reacted to the leaks before release. I know, very big coincidence, but I kind of feel like that's what happened. People were so fueled with hate towards this game and were quick to judge, and that's how almost everyone is in this game. Ellie, Abby, the Seraphites, Abby towards the Seraphites, Ellie and Tommy towards Abby and the WLF. You just get to understand them, and that's even from Abby's perspective. The WLF hated the Seraphites, but once Abby got to understand Yara and Lev's situation and see their beliefs and stuff, she was willing to understand. She was willing to cope with them, care for them, and then Lev and her became best friends, cared for each other. It's that whole dynamic, it's that other side of the coin. That's the big thing about it. Ellie and Abby are both sides of one coin in this story to me, and I think that dynamic is marvelous. Again, Abby, I cared a lot for Abby. You saw in the end, I didn't want both of them to die. I would really preferred both of them to live, and I'm so happy that was the case. I really thought that Ellie was going to kill Abby, and that's not what I wanted. I didn't want either of them to die because I cared both about them. I care both about them. I really want to see how Ellie ends up, if she can see JJ and Dina again, and hopefully they can forgive her. And hopefully Ellie finally found some closure in her story, because it doesn't seem like she 100% did. But Abby seems like she did. It's all about finding that in this, which again I find super interesting to like discuss and analyze and stuff. I really want to see where Abby goes after maybe she went back to that Firefly base with Lev, hopefully. Because you spend so much time with Abby, maybe it seems forced, but once you get forced with someone, like, there's so many like scenes in series and movies and stuff where two characters who hate each other, their surroundings try to push them together. And as they get to know each other and interact with each other and get to know each other, maybe you see they're not so bad. You see that they're relatable. You see that they're not so bad or different from each other. And that's exactly what happened with Abby. Abby, again, is just another person trying to survive, going about her life, and her past is troubled, just like Ellie, kind of. Like, there's so many like arguments you can make and excuses, but those are good excuses. It makes these characters human. Again, if you just get to know them instead of immediately judging them. Again, I have lots to say about Abby. Again, I think the biggest thing is that people misunderstand Ellie and Joel. What Joel did was selfish. It wasn't good. He did kind of deserve that. His actions had consequences. That's what happened. You can't really argue with that. So then what Abby did was kind of justified to her, and it's again just revenge. It's not really something you can interfere with. It's something between them, and even Joel knew that. So, and yeah, maybe like if we go into a bit into the negatives, maybe killing off Joel so early, I guess maybe that was the whole premise. Like, what if there are consequences to this character that is beloved by millions around the world, being the fans? Like, what if something happens to him early on, and how would a story go about that if we see both sides of the coin, both sides of vengeance doing their work, and then in the end, see if they destroy each other or decide to forgive each other and just try to move on, try to find closure in a different way than violence. Again, there's so much you can talk about here in the story, but the main thing about it is don't immediately judge. Just try and connect with everything. Try and forgive. Try and understand. Instead of immediately judge so quickly, be so negative. I connected with Abby so much because, again, I'm a very positive person, especially towards new stuff. I don't really judge often at all. I try to understand from both sides. I don't immediately judge. I don't immediately decide. I want to see. And with Abby's story, I got super invested, super interested, and by the end, I didn't want her to die. Pretty sure some people... I haven't seen many finales, obviously, because I didn't want to spoil myself. But now I guess I will. And I want to see how many people kept saying to Ellie, yeah, kick Abby's ass, kill her, etc. That's not how I was. I'm super interested to see how many people are like me, who wanted both characters to live. I think one of the smartest decisions about this game was making Abby's story. Again, one of the biggest themes from the first game was, what's justified? Who's right or wrong? Who's the real monster? Joel wasn't a good person, but people are saying that he was, thought that he was. I don't understand how you can get them so wrong. Joel grew, and by the end of the first game, like, he grew with Ellie. He grew to love her. The first game was about love. And you could really connect with him by the end, and that's why people loved him so much. But just because you love him doesn't mean that what he did was justified. So I keep going back to the same thing, but that's what it is. It does go back to the same thing. The same the same arguable... Well, not arguable, just... Yeah. Like, I think I'm rambling at this point, but you just have to play this game and understand it. Just try and be more positive towards this. Try to cope with people, understand them. Don't be so quick to judge. That's, I think, what's really marvelous about this. Just seeing two sides of one coin. That's the biggest theme for this game to me, and I thought this was marvelous of an experience, especially the story. How I connected with both characters. Tried to understand their motives. And in the end, I was worried about the outcome. Ellie, like, Abby was ready to move on. She kind of got... Again, yeah, she didn't really get closure. She did get closure in some way, but not the way we thought, which was killing Joel. And she was ready to move on. She wanted to do new stuff. Ellie had that. She had a family. She lived peacefully with Dina and JJ. She had that. She was happy. But she didn't have closure yet. She could have tried to find closure in different ways, instead of going after Abby again. Like, it's very good. The story is very good. Some people will be divisive towards it, but I loved it. And you can really analyze this and realize that it's very smartly crafted, etc. I also just realized that I'm pretty sure that this is kind of the same shot, maybe, from when everything was with water and foggy. Like, I'm pretty sure that was just early morning or late evening with a high tide and lots of fog that blocked out the entire thing. This is probably the same shot, maybe not just an entire different location. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about The Last of Us. Part 2. Whoops, sorry about the mic. Performances. Ashley Johnson kills it at this role as Ellie. She is Ellie. Like, Ashley Johnson, of course I discovered her thanks to Ellie. I really haven't seen her much in anything else. But Ellie, she thrives as Ellie. It's amazing to see her work, see how emotional and innocent at the same time she is. And she's quite distinct in this game compared to the first. Like, she's amazing, obviously. Troy Baker is one of the best actors in the world, I have to say. He killed it as Joel. Early on, of course, he was killed early, but in the flashbacks and stuff, that's one of the best parts of the game. He's there, always. He's amazing. Laura Bailey as Abby was super, super good. Again, I really loved this role. I was super interested in her role ever since I saw her first trailer, and I enjoyed her entire story. And every single, voice actor, everywhere here does a phenomenal job. Again, Naughty Dog has some of the best actors in the business, so that I have to give kudos to them. Again, details are outstanding, animation is gorgeous, the graphics are beautiful, everything worked so seamlessly. I had an amazing gameplay experience experience, sorry, as well as a very interesting and heartstring pulling story experience. And this is definitely something we'll be discussing, playing, etc. for years to come. Interested to see if they ever make a multiplayer of this. And I'm so psyched to see what new stuff Naughty Dog makes. They'll probably make a new IP for next gen, because it seemed like each gen they make something new. PS1 was what am I saying? Crash Bandicoot. PS2 was Jack and Daxter. PS3 was Uncharted. PS4, early on in PS4, like right before the PS4, they made The Last of Us, and then they made The Last of Us Remastered, and then they ended the Uncharted series with 2 amazing games, and now at the end of this gen, they've made The Last of Us. So it's crazy to think that they made the first one at the end of last gen, and they made this game as well at the end of this gen. So again, if they make a new IP for next gen, PS5, I'm super interested. Sorry, I can hear I have a pop filter, but sorry if you can hear that. I can hear it, so sorry about that. But for next gen, if they make something new, super interested to see what they have to do. Again, Uncharted and The Last of Us have been so amazing. Really connect with the characters, with the world. The gameplay and everything is phenomenal. We've talked about them for years and years. We'll talk about The Last of Us 2 for years and years. I know that for a fact. We'll be sharing photo mode pictures, etc. And again, I'm super stoked to see what Naughty Dog has next. And hopefully, friend of mine, Socially Inept again. You guys probably know him if you're watching this. Also, thank you so much for watching the whole thing, if you have. I'll thank again in the outro. But Socially Inept and I have agreed that we probably won't buy any next like Naughty Dog games or support them as much if they don't change their development methods, because they've worked their devs overtime. We see that some people aren't happy in the studio. There have been some scandals and stuff, and their over perfectionism doesn't necessarily help all the workers. So they should change their ways, make it a more comfortable and happy and appropriate workspace space. So yeah, they should change. If they don't, I'm not sure, but I would love to see what they have next, and hopefully what they make next is well made in terms of who's making it. So guys, that was The Last of Us Part 2 finale, and my thoughts on the game. I had lots to say about the story and the people surrounding it. Again, it's a little bit unfortunate how this game turned out before release. I feel like it would have been a little different, maybe not so much. I would have loved to see how this would have turned out without the leaks being leaked, without the story being leaked, etc. But still, I had a phenomenal experience, even though I knew some stuff while going in. Again, phenomenal game. Thank you so much if you watched most of the series, all the episodes through. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But if you guys did watch most of it or the entire episodes, thank you so much. I really enjoyed making this. It did take me a while, but again, fully paid off. Big games like this, it's really good to get big chunks out of it. So I'm sorry if it upsets you if there are big parts like this, if you prefer little parts like that. I understand, even I sometimes prefer smaller parts. But in games like this, some people, like, it's understandable that you record so much because there's lots of gameplay and little big story twists and moments and cutscenes. So some people skip the padding and just want to see the reactions of the story moments, the twists, etc. Again, my mic is I'm so sorry. It's so sensitive, even though I have a pop filter. I'm so sorry. I'll probably have to get a new mic at some point if I want to continue this gig. What was I even talking about? What? I'm what? Repeating myself. Yeah, that's probably the case. My mom is reminding me of how crazy I am. Yeah, right. No, I was doing the outro. But this was a really good experience. And again, I just think it's more appropriate to record big chunks, like 2-3 hours, 2-3 hour episodes. And you can skip if you want. I understand there's lots of gameplay padding, and you just want to see my reactions to the big story moments and big gameplay moments. So that I understand. Even I'm like that a little bit. But again, thank you if you watched the whole thing. There may be some special moments in the episodes, and it just shows your support. And you know what also shows your support? If you like, if you blast that like and subscribe button, because it really shows your support. Highly appreciate it. Please do that if you enjoyed the episode. Hope you did enjoy. I'm done with The Last of Us right now, but I do upload different stuff. I live stream a lot. I love hanging out with you guys. And Ghost of Tsushima is coming out, and after that, the Avengers Project, and lots of stuff next year with the PlayStation 5. So hopefully I can get that not too long after release, because that stuff I need to like wait for the money, you know, like I have to save up and see if there's any special occasion for it. I can't immediately get it. I don't know how so many of you guys can buy expensive stuff like phones and consoles and stuff immediately on release every single time. I don't know how you guys have the money for that. Most likely because you're older than me, have jobs, and I'm still in school. So yeah, not saying that's a bad thing. What? What? Yeah, of course I'm happy for them. It's just, you know, we don't have the same amount of money. Who cares? I just went to... Oh, you're right there. I thought you were in the room. And my mom's just... here. You're making me forget what I'm saying. No, like, I'm happy for you if you can get all these things. Go ahead. I'm just saying that we don't have the same amount of money, so it just kind of blows my mind how you can do all these things, buy all these things. So yeah, just saying that even after this, lots of stuff is coming. Super excited for those things. And thank you so much for watching this series. It was amazing to make. I really hope you enjoyed the game if you played it, as well as if you watched this. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, have a wonderful morning, day, evening, whichever, guys. Take care. Keep gaming. Yeah, sorry I'm fumbling here. I'm just thinking about this entire episode right now. Have a wonderful morning, day, evening, whichever. Keep gaming. Stay safe. Have fun. Peace out, guys. See you next time. Thank you very much for watching.